All right, Damon. So this is from Thursday, so I'm just going to kind of run through and highlight a lot of the things that we worked on, and we got a lot done in an hour. So good job. So let's just start off. This is your forehand, and I actually like your forehand. The thing we kind of focused on Thursday was your point of contact. So here's pretty much what it looks like. I do like that. My big problem though is your point of contact. It tends to be a little late behind you. So that was kind of our first area of focus, where the idea was to, just isolate your point of contact. And you'll notice, look at the space between your left foot and the racket face, trying to keep that point of contact out in front. So what we did first was work on this what's called abbreviated swing. And so what we did was you'll see I'm kind of starting the racket down. You've got your racket butt facing the net, and what we really were working on was working on that just the abbreviated swing forward. I think I even let's see. So here we go. So extension, and you'll see. Look at this point of contact. You can just see it's way out in front, and you get that great extension and roll through that ball. So when you kind of see, these are the things we were really focusing on, were extending out through the ball as well as brushing up. And when you brush up, your racket flips over, and that's caused by your arm twisting. So right here, flip, flip, and you get that nice spin. Look how balanced you are. Look, you could hang out there all day. So that looks great. And then we kind of moved into a full swing. That's not too bad. Coil, step. Let's still it. I like this one, first one better. So you get that your weights. You have the, so you're coiled up on your right. Your weight's on your right foot. There. So look, load up. That's called the load up step, where your weight is on your right foot. You move forward. As your left foot is touching, the racket head is dropping. And you can see now we get into kind of that where we started with that abbreviated swing. Good extension, and you can see that point of contact out in front. Racket flips up through the ball, and you get that nice spin. So you get nice drive and spin in real time. That looks great. And then, just kind of moving on here, we added what was called a recovery step, and that's where you step in, you hit, and that right foot comes around. So it brings your weight through the ball. Also, it helps you get back to ready position, kind of recovering. So that's and this is from a different angle. And you get that. See, you come right back to ready position. Now, one thing I love about video is I can kind of see things after the fact that I really wasn't even looking at the time. And you can see, look what you pivot on. You're kind of pivoting. So you step in, everything's good. Now from here, it'd be a lot easier if we can get you to pivot on more of that left toe. It's almost like you're pivoting almost on your heel. That can hurt yourself too, because your foot can get stuck. So it's kind of like a basketball pivot. You want to step in and really get your weight up onto that left toe, and it would make that recovery a lot better, because right now you can see you're really not on your toes, you're almost on your heels, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. But still, it looks pretty good though, man. And we got one more here, and let's see what we got. I'm just rambling on about something. Let's see what we get. Let's get one more good one if we can. Step in. I don't like that one. Step in. Good. All right, we'll live with that one. So None of these are 100% perfect, but we just get the idea here. So now, working on the backhand. So here's that ready position, focusing on that coil. So coiling to the left. I'm not sure if you can hear what I'm saying, so I'm just going to say it over top of myself. To have you take a wider base, get a little more balance. And coil to the left. Get your right arm straight. You get your left toe, trying to get that left toe. There you go. Now you got your body turned. This is going to allow you to load up more. So your weight should be on your left side, and then step, and just hit. And so that's kind of trying to focus, trying to mimic. I think I demo it here. Do I? So the idea is, so here you see I'm just kind of mimic the swing. Coil, and then we're going to step, extend, extend. Let's just do this. I'm trying to find a good one here. So what we're talking about here is, so we're kind of doing the same thing we did in the forehand. That's kind of abbreviated backswing, stepping in, extending out. And when you extend, you'll notice that racket face opens up. And now one thing just here, you'll notice your weight's on your back foot, and that's something we'll, there we go. Get the weight on that front foot. So then so that's the one. So here we go. So from here, coil, step in, extend, and you kind of roll up and you follow through over your shoulder, and you have a really pretty backhand, so this makes a lot of sense to you. So here it is, coil to the left, step in, boom, look at that follow through. Let's watch that again in slow motion. Coil to your left, racket heads up, you get that right arm, and one thing you'll notice, you're loaded up on your left leg, you get your right arm straight, you got a very relaxed left arm, stepping in, and one thing I love is as your rhythm on this backswing is great. The racket head is still up. It starts to drop right about when that toe touches on your right foot. You get a nice stride into the ball, and then you'll see you get good heads down. Look how balanced you are. Look at that quad, man. It's popping. And then you get that nice, look at that. Nice balance, clearly point of contact out in front, rolling up and spinning that ball. That's a fantastic swing. Alright, so then we added that recovery step. This is exactly how we were working on the forehand. So ready position, coil, step. You can kind of see though, even on this first one, obviously you have the general idea, but watch how so you step in and watch your right foot. You can kind of see you're pivoting almost on your heel, and you don't get that really clean pivot on your right toe. So you got the general idea, but we got to keep here. I think we got a better one coming up here. So ready position, coil, step. That's pretty good. That's a better pivot. You can see, and then you'll see that's a little bit better pivot on the right toe. That's something we gotta keep a good look on. The next thing I did was we started. I just changed the camera angle so you can see what it looks like from a different angle. Step in. Here comes a really good backhand coil. Oh, let me play it. That's clean. So here we go. Load it up. Your right arm straight. I mean, your right arm is straight, but it's not really locked. So sorry. Back to the backhand. So load. Step in. Great looking point of contact. Great balance. Great follow through. And that recovery step, that left leg comes around. I wasn't able to get a great forehand from this camera angle, but I did get something. Where is that? Alright, there it is. That's about there. This is a good forehand. So we can keep working on that, but still it's a good, it's a good load up. What I like is this first step. So ready position, loading up on your right. You got the strings facing away, stepping in, point of contact out in front, and recovery. So that is actually in slow motion. It looks better than I thought. So that's moving on. What's happened here? So let's see. So what we start off with here is your serve. And what I'm having you do is start. So I like to consider there's 4 stages of a serve. I'm going to skip ahead just to I think there's one of me serving. And can I find that real quick? Sorry. Here. So if let's just say there's 3 stages of the serve. I'm starting from stage 3. The racket head is down. Racket head is down. I toss. I hit. So racket head down. Racket head is down. I toss the ball first. I drop the racket head behind my head, and I don't really focus on hitting it more than extending. So at point of contact, I'm extended. So that's kind of what we're getting to. So let's back up. And this is you serve. This is pretty much where your serve is, kind of like right now. And yours is better than that because I am trying to have you do some things, but you get the general idea. So then pretty much trying to focus on 3 stages of the serve and kind of working backwards. So this is the moment right before impact, and I'm trying to focus more on the extension of your arm to hit the ball more than anything else. So that's it. And so we can just see this. Toss. Great toss. Elbows. That's it. Great extension. A little bit out in front of you, but we can fix that. So then moving on to stage 2. Stage 2 is where we kind of start where you're kind of holding a stop sign. And the idea is to start here where the racket head is up, and then you'll move into where you drop the racket head. So you can see how we go from stage. So we'll call this stage 2. That's stage 1. And then blast off extension. And then I think I come back in and just kind of show you where we're going. That's stage 3. Stage 3. Racket head down, toss, and you can see, though that's stage 3. Racket head is down. Stage 2. Stage 1. Blast off. And that's and a big piece of serving is a big part of serving, I should probably say, is just the rhythm of it. So I'm not so worried about if the ball goes in every time, but just it has a nice flow and nice rhythm. The more we practice the rhythm of it, it all kind of falls into place. So you'll see. Here we go. So this is you starting from stage 3. That's it. I mean, it's a little clunky, I know, but it looks pretty. It's starting to get there. Let's see what else we got. So one thing, oh yeah, I forgot about this. So from here, one thing that does help is just kind of the rhythm of the toss. So I'm having you, just one thing that makes I think this a lot easier is to starting from stage 3 is focusing on the toss, just leaving the racket alone, and that's what I had you do and just hold. And then back to hitting. So you can tell your arm is very relaxed. You've got a nice relaxed elbow, a nice relaxed wrist. Toss, and that's it. I mean, like I said, I know we have to work on it. But let's see that again in slow motion. Look at that extension. That's awesome. And then, so, we get it ain't perfect, bud, but it's getting there. And then here's another good one. That's right, you moved your feet a little bit on that one, but and the last one, just so you can kind of see where this is all going, so I just took a different camera angle, and these last two are really nice. Look at this. You can just really feel that rhythm. You get that nice relaxed elbow, relaxed wrist, and it's just kind of like you can just kind of see from this is I had a student once call it like a viper strike. I thought that was kind of cool. You get that relax and boom. That's it. So that's where we are. We got some work to do, but I think you've made amazing progress. I hope you enjoy the video.